It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Overtone Brewing Company, and it's a can of their HBC 472 dry hop stout, coming in at 6.6% ABV, and it's version 1. So very specific as to its version 1. They know exactly. It's got a nice long name. 500ml can. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. I'd like to thank James Buckley for this. James Buckley put me on, or spoke to the brewery, mentioned my YouTube channel. They were kind enough to send me some beer. So thank you, James, for the mention, for the recommendation. Beer pouring out. We got a 3-finger tan coloured head, jet black beer in the glass, good levels of carbonation. Let's get the aroma on this beer. It looks good, very good. It smells really good. It smells really good. Chocolate, coffee, caramel. Such a something in there. I've got man's brown ale on my lips for some reason. Maybe a little bit of brown sugar. It's quite vinous, quite red wine like. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, it's very good. A very good stout. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. Good mouthfeel. 6.6% ABV. A regular stout is about 4.5%, 5% ABV. An imperial stout is about 8% onwards ABV. A stout is a little bit more drinkable. An imperial stout has got a massive mouthfeel. You can see, if you've watched my reviews before, you can see where I'm going with this. So this is in between imperial stout and stout. So it has got that kind of medium, rich, quite thick mouthfeel. It's heading towards imperial stout territory. It's nice and vinous. There's some raisins, there's some plums, there's some figs, there's some prune, dark fruit flavours coming through. It's quite bitter, and I describe it as a bitter dark chocolate mixed with that fruit, that plum, that fig, that raisin. It's very good. There's a little bit of sweet caramel coming through, and some sweet kind of crossing over into being a bitter chocolate. So espresso coffee, espresso coffee, and some nice kind of bitter dark chocolate. It's a lovely beer. It really is a lovely beer. And I like how they've set their stall out. They've gone, right, okay, we've just opened a brewery. I believe they're a brand new brewery. And they've gone, we're going to put it into cans. Straight away, we're going to put it into cans. We know what we want to do. We got a nice wrap. We got a nice design. Overtone dry hop stout. Yeah, the craft beer market is quite saturated. It is, but I still feel there's room. There's room for, especially in Scotland. I'm wondering, apart from big old Brewdog, which of course I've had their cans, I'm thinking of another brewery in Scotland that actually can their beer. There's probably loads, and there's probably a lot that I don't know about, but at the time of me talking about this beer review, the only other brewery that I think I've had beer from a can in Scotland is Brewdog. So they've set this stall out, this brewery. They've gone out all guns blazing. It is a saturated market in the beer industry, especially in the UK. But I still feel there's room for good quality beer. It needs to be packaged right. This is packaged right. It's good stuff. It is good stuff. I like it. Yeah, good lacing on the glass. It can be anything in your mind, really, in terms of drinkability. It could be a refreshing stout if you want it to be. It could be a thicker style, kind of, it sits on your palate a bit, lets more flavour off on the palate by being a little bit thicker and viscous. It can be your heart what your heart desires, really. If you want it to be drinkable, yeah, I could down this stout and it would refresh me. But then again, if you want it to be a little bit thicker on your mind, a little bit more kind of chewy with some malts, then it can be that too. Kind of in the middle. I like it. This is version 1. I'd personally like to see them bring out maybe an Imperial Stout for version 2. That would be my recommendation. I like this. They've put all of their information here. They put the hops, the malt, the yeast, California ale yeast, the malts are Maris Otter, torrefied oats, roasted barley, torrefied wheat, chocolate malt, black patent malt lactose. The hops are Magnum and HBC 472. Good beer. Let's rate it. If you like a stout, we're in the if you're watching this review right now, we're in the winter months. It's December. It's cold, it's dark, it's miserable. Especially here in the UK. Then a stout will cheer you up. It will really cheer you up. I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.